So we talked about um, for the assignment, we were going to do a Google form and we're going to be collecting some data. And then with that data, we are going to um, make some charts, graphs, and things like that. So, like I said, you guys actually every morning take, when you take attendance, you're actually using a Google form. This is what you see, right? And then you submit it. This is what I see. Okay, this is me making the questions. I can come in here, I will change this question later tonight. All right, I can make it required. I can make this a question where instead of time, it's a checkbox or a drop-down menu. Okay, then I can go in and look at the responses. All right, these are all the people that have answered. All right, I can see. All right, that one right there. And then I can see the times here. So real quickly, looking at this, if you've not done the survey so far, what time do you go to bed? This in the evening, I think some people might want to double check their answers because if you're going to bed at 6 o'clock a.m., wasn't that the question? What time do you go to bed on a school night? I think you can go, you may have to go back and check it because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are going to bed in the morning. Oh my goodness. And then I've got at least 4 people down here that look like they're going to bed too late. All right, so this is what the Google form will let you do. It's going to let you see the data and what it means. Now, the other piece of this is what we will do is you can actually create a Google Sheet and it will break this information out for you so that you can do some testing or breaking down the data, okay? So that's what it looks like behind the scenes, all right? What we're going to do is make a Google format or a Google survey, a Google form. And I'm telling you, you have to do it my way so that you get a good foundation of how to do it. Um, some people have, well, I know how to do that. I know how, you may know how to do it, but what will happen is later on, you're going to ask me a question that has already been answered. Okay. So when we start this off, some of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so boring. Can we do this? Can we do this? No, not until I give you the approval. Okay. And then I'll show you what a final survey might look like a little bit later on. Okay. So here I'm going to go back to um, this page right here. And could you give me a thumbs up if you see the Google screen right here with the search bar right here? Do you see that? Perfect. All right. So here is how we're going to do this. All right. We can start a Google form one of 2 ways. All right. You can go into Google Drive and right here select a new and then go to more and then a Google form. You're not going to want to use one of the templates right here, okay? You just want to use a blank one. That's one way that you can do it. The other way that you might be able to, depending on how you've arranged this up here, in this Google Apps Quick Launcher, when you drop that down, you might be able to see Google Forms in there. You might have to scroll down a little bit. But here's going to be my Google form right here. All right. And what we're going to do is you are going to poll your class. So you're going to ask them a question. And you want to make sure that your question is one that you can get good data off of. All right, so I'm going to come up here and do a blank survey. All right, And I have an untitled form right here. And how I want you to name this is using your the homeroom. So for all of you, you're going to be Bean. All right. And then actually, we'll talk about the numbering or the thing on that later. Okay. But what we're going to just go ahead and put your, here we go. You're going to put your Novell kind of login, whatever it is here. All right. And then you're going to put the topic, and mine's going to be sports drinks. Now, once that's typed out, if I come up here to where it says untitled form, and I click that, it's just automatically going to fill that in right there. All right. And I'm even going to star it so that I know I can get to it a little bit quicker. Now, you can add a form description here. It may be something like this is an assignment for Mr. Bean's class, or I'm whatever. Okay. Then right here, you are going to be asking your question. All right. Now, we have all kinds of different choices here. All right, the short answer, the paragraph, multiple choice, we can have a checkbox, drop down, all kinds of different things. But probably for us, we're going to want to do the multiple choice. All right, and so I'm going to ask this simple question. What is your favorite sports drink? And I want to make that multiple choice. Now, what is my choices here? Well, my first choice is going to be Gatorade. My second choice is going to be Powerade. My third choice is going to be either one. All right, I like them both. And then finally, my last option is going to be none. I don't like either one of them. All right. Now, if I go and look at what this survey question would look like, this is what it's going to be. All right, sports drink, what's your favorite drink? And then I would submit that. But I need to make a few changes on here. Okay. First thing I need to do is I need to make this question required. All right, because if you're going to take the survey, I need you to put in an answer. The second thing that I need you to do, all right, is put some demographic information in here. We're going to be breaking this information out. All right, does one math class enjoy Powerade over the other one that maybe likes Gatorade? Is there a homeroom that has a certain preference? What about gender? Is it that the boys like one thing and the girls like the other? So we're going to add some demographic questions in here. All right, and so my first one is going to say, you know, choose your math class. And then for this one, all right, we've got Bean 1 or Bean 2. All right, either one of those. Now watch what happens here. I'm actually going to change this to a drop-down menu. So that, again, when I come up here and I preview it, see now I can drop down and pick which one I want. Okay? And then I'm going to add a question, one more question here, and I'm going to say, choose your homeroom. Well, you are all in my homeroom, so that may be Bean. That could be, we're going to go ahead and add these right here, Coy, Garrison, and Kiel. Why are we going to add those? Well, I might end up giving your survey to my Bean 2 class. I don't know. Okay. Maybe right here I want to do a checkbox. All right. I want to do a checkbox on that. And, well, no, I won't want to do a checkbox because then you can pick more than one. So we'll go ahead and do another drop down right there. And then let's do one more question. Let's say we want your gender. Okay. All right, male or female, or maybe boy or girl. And we'll go ahead and make that a drop down also. We want to make sure and see, you know, if you know, do all the boys like Powerade and all the girls like Gatorade? You know, I don't know. But what seems really weird is that these questions here, they're at the bottom. I don't like those questions right there. So I think what I'm going to do is take this part right here with the drinks, and I'm going to move that question. So see, I've moved it one spot. So when I do that, see the math class, that question's right there. And so what I really want is this question to be all the way at the bottom. I want that to be the last question. Okay. So I have a few things that need to make sure that you're done, and I have this on the homework. Okay, decide what you're going to ask. So I'm asking, what is your favorite sports drink? All right, and giving them choices. I think the choice is important. All right. Once we've decided on the question, then you're going to create your Google form. And you're creating the form, like I said, one of two ways. You can go into Google Drive and select the right here and select that, or you can go into the quick launcher right here and try to find forms right there. Then you're going to rename your Google form. All right, start it off right here with whatever your Novell login password thing is. That's going to help me with kind of keeping them separated. And then make sure that you also include what math class are you in, homeroom, and gender. So that when you look at it now, this looks like a pretty good survey. All right. We're not done with it. This is as far as I need you to get for today. All right. Then later on, I will add a few other things, show you how to do some other settings and things like that. All right. Eventually, depending on your comfort level, you may end up with a form, and here's mine. You cannot use my survey. All right, here's mine. You can do all kinds of things with it. Favorite M&M flavor. All right. You could even add pictures. All right. There's my questions. You can add sections so that it goes from one to the other. You can add pictures that go along with, so that when we look at this, here's the first page. And I have to put in my math class, I have to put in my homeroom, and then put in the gender. And then, see, if you don't answer one of these, it won't let you go. The asterisk there says it's required. And then I go to next, and then here's my question right here. Okay. Now, is that required? No, you don't have to add the pictures and things. All right. This is custom up here. All that is. All right. But what you'll see is that some of you will really latch onto this and really be able to maneuver around it. But you can have a really fancy looking survey, but if you don't have the right questions, all right, then it's not going to be a good survey. Okay, and so that's what I'm wanting you to think about today. All right, and then I can open up during the office hours if you want to I can open up during the office hours. You can kind of figure out what question that you're wanting to ask. I would stay away from yes/no questions. Think about some of the maybe what would be like a good survey question for attendance. Some of you had already done that, but it's going to make it so that you can make charts and graphs with your data. Okay? Great.